And because they don't have the lock knobs in the back, they actually have it right there. So I guess if you're going to put a prisoner in, you unlock. Because they've done this, the lock mechanism inside the door is not set up for you to go to the junkyard and put in the lock rods. So I made a video, I improvised, so I still have this functional, plus I have the actual lock knobs on the door. And just like a lot of the P71 police interceptors, this has the option for your red quote-unquote ticket light and then the regular dome. And so the reason for the red is at nighttime it doesn't affect your night vision as much and makes you less visible if you're sitting in the car. Dodge also gives you the Autostick option, which lets you press the button here and then manually control the transmission from first through fifth gears. I'll be honest, this location is not very user-friendly when you're driving. I find it kind of a pain. I've thought about seeing if I can tap into the wiring that this does and maybe put some sort of shifter down here that I could shift. That might make it a lot easier. I know the civilian models, the Autostick is on your shifter down here, which just makes more sense to me than trying to hold this and flip gears here while you're driving. One thing, when you do initiate Autostick, it turns off the active fuel management and you are running on all 8 cylinders whether you need it or not. And also it gives you engine braking, which basically means when you let off the gas the car starts to decelerate, which strangely enough is illegal in some areas. I don't understand that, but keep that in mind. You theoretically could get ticketed if you're driving with your Autostick and you let off the gas. How about that stereo? For just a base model police vehicle, the stereo is pretty good, honestly. So it'll play an MP3 disc. You can play the disc, you can shuffle the disc, you've got your radio presets, all that. But honestly, I'll tell you, the sound quality is amazing. I mean, for a police car radio, I'm blown away. It also has an auxiliary input over here, so you can plug in an iPod or your cell phone or whatever else you're wanting to run. So like I said, for a police radio, it's really high quality and a lot of features on it. Emergency trunk release if you're locked in the trunk. Mine they cut off for some stupid reason, so I just had to improvise with the zip tie. So there's no battery under the hood. They do at least give you a jump start post right here. So basically you hook up your hot to there, and then your ground that you're jumping from. There's a ground point right here. Just about any grounded metal would work. It does have an outside temperature gauge, and then obviously your mileage, your trip odometer, and I guess since the engine's not running, it's not showing, but when the engine's running, it will also show you whether you're in eco mode or not, which basically is called like active fuel management in some vehicles. It's where it shuts it down from 8 cylinders to 4, theoretically improving your gas mileage. So that's kind of a nice feature when you're running a big V8 engine. Anytime you can save a little gas, it's always a nice feature.